Guys, I have been wanting to make this video for a very fucking long time, and I spent months delaying it and postponing the writing because I just assumed that somebody way funnier and smarter than I am would make this video, because this issue is so fucking blatantly obvious with the video game industry. So I watched my favorite channels review some terrible fucking games, and I watched them dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge away from the clear issue to me why shit games are shit. Like, this honestly encapsulates so many issues with bad games. I couldn't tell you. You know, starting way back at fucking Sonic 06, that fucking masterpiece of a horrible, horrible game.
What? Why? Why?
Guys, let's start by checking out some infamous examples of poorly received and generally recent games. So, No Man's Sky, what a concept. Infinite exploration, space. Wrong! It's trash! You play it for 2 hours and you realize, oh, it's a nothing game, there's nothing to do. You do the same fucking mining and shipbuilding, and then the one discernible goal, making it to the center of the galaxy. God, I look like Hitler. The one discernible goal, making it to the center of the galaxy, you get there, nothing happens. The game just resets.
So, we're going through to the center. Somehow we're jumping 6,000 light years. I wish we could have done that from the beginning. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Initialize.
Commencing system suit initialization.
Is this the same way that it started?
And it's like, enjoy. It's actually like hell. I feel like when you get to hell, Sean Murray's there is like, we've been waiting for you. And he just sets you up on No Man's Sky. Other games, I didn't really like Destiny. Destiny pissed me off. I thought it was a bit empty. I thought it promised similar things to No Man's Sky, like MMO related. I think there's like max 8 players. I thought it was gonna be it, because game engines can handle that. Will you, big dummy? Okay, I understand. A lot of people like Destiny, so I won't dive into that. But there were issues with it. Like, I felt it was empty. I felt like it was unfinished, you know? They could have added more to make it a masterpiece. It just annoys me when a game comes close to being something amazing. And we all see it. Like, we see these trailers for Destiny, and we see these trailers for No Man's Sky and fucking Mass Effect 50. And we're like, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good game. And then you've made a mistake, guys, because these games are always bad. Generally with these games, you have to play them for a few hours to notice what's wrong with them. You know, Destiny, it's a fun game. And like, I played it for a few hours, and you get into it and you realize that it's lacking. No Man's Sky, obviously, a couple of hours in, you realize you're just repeating yourself. It's like Groundhog Day. The funny thing is about Mass Effect Andromeda, you sort of straight away realize that they fucked up. You have a reaction like Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, shit!
Coincidentally, these are all space adventure games, but there's other, you know, horrible games that were big budget. This is what I mean. I'm alluding to sort of big budget games that disappoint their audiences. Sonic 06 was one of them. Is it Final Fantasy? Is it Sonic? It's a fucking mess. That's what it is.
Let's just go ahead and truck it back to look how silly this is!
Are they gone?
You have to like do... Okay. Aaron, don't leave. Aaron, don't... Aaron!
Look, I'm not here to talk about why these bad games are bad. You know, we can scrutinize every facet of negativity in these games. We can dissect all the flaws until we've satisfactorily sort of knocked these AAA giants off their money tower. There's something so fucking obvious to me, and I feel like I'm taking crazy pills that other people don't talk about it, and see if you can tell what it is. But what we'll do is we'll look at some actual good games, or some games that lived up to the hype, you know, in a way. Bethesda games, right? Skyrim, obviously. But let's look at a recent game, Fallout 4. So that was announced June 3rd, 2015, and it came out November 15. I'll have to look at Mass Effect Andromeda's announcement date, but I'm pretty sure it was outside of 3 years or 2 years, you know? It definitely wasn't within 6 months that Bethesda did that. An older game that I fell in love with when I was younger, You know that one? Great title. Oblivion, Elder Scrolls. There's video footage of Todd Howard, who's the director of Bethesda. I fucking met him at E3. I love you, Todd. They talk about and they show how they sit down and play these games. That's what they do. They sit down and they play the games and go, this is crap, this is good.
The worst thing that could possibly happen is for it to crash while we're showing it to people. Oh, there it is. You see that?
How'd you do that?
It's that power attack thing where you get stuck. Can I kill every creature in the game? Can I soul trap every creature in the game? Can I click every button in the game? Can I exit the game from everywhere in the game? If I save the game this way, does anything get messed up? If I go here and save, does anything get messed up? I think we should throw a fireball here, but that's up to you. Because I think it was... No?
Now you've ruined everything.
But it looks so cool going down there. Yeah. That's the beauty of my job is I get to do everything hundreds of times. Minimum 2 times an hour, 10, 12 hours a day, 30 a day all week. Hey, that's like 150 times this week.
It shouldn't be rushing to get it done by the deadline and then like a shitty essay at high school. You don't even proofread it. You just get it done and submit it on the deadline. Look at Zelda as well. It's so goddamn polished. I mean, it's so evident to me that the Nintendo developers for this game sat down and played the game heaps and worked out what they liked, what they didn't like, what didn't work, what does work. Guys, it comes down to time.
Come on, Gordon. We've got to get out of here. Maybe we still have...
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again?
I don't understand why developers don't make sure their game is a masterpiece and get it finished before they release it. Please, video game industry, don't release your games, don't announce your games until you're confident that you've reached your vision goals, okay? Don't fucking release Mass Effect Andromeda if it's not done. Don't announce it. Fucking, it's just insane to me, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it! Like, at a board meeting at fucking EA, they're like, oh yes, in 2017, we have Mass Effect Andromeda coming out, this, and they're locked in because of shareholders. And I'm like, this isn't a good enough reason. Shareholders are not a good enough reason to have locked in projects and tight dates for fucking Mass Effect Andromeda. So I asked my dad, because he's a smart man, and he said to me, you know, Will, you're kind of dumb, you're kind of stupid. And I went, yes, tell me more, please. And he's gone, it's all about market share. Like if you release a game before your competition, if Apple releases the new iPhone before the new Samsung, obviously they're gonna get the market share regardless of the quality of the product, because people entering the phone market, people are fucking stupid, they'll just buy it, and that's fine, whatever. I want to look at these tweets by this lovely gentleman who used to work at BioWare, but he wasn't involved in Mass Effect Andromeda, and he explains why the animations weren't good, and he essentially cuts it down to BioWare running out of time. I mean, that's fucked. God, I got a lot of fucking favorites. I gotta delete all that. Porn. Here we go, article. All right, former Mass Effect animator speaks out on Mass Effect Andromeda's visuals in a series of tweets. This man, Jonathan Cooper, at Game Anim, every encounter in Uncharted, so he obviously might work for Naughty Dog now, or he's comparing the two, is unique and highly controlled because we create highly authored, wide linear stories with bespoke animations. Conversely, RPGs offer a magnitude more volume of content and, importantly, player story choice. It's simply a quantity versus quality trade-off. So he's talking about Mass Effect, the series, having a lot more quantity there that needs to be worked on, a lot more content that needs to be polished compared to more linear games like Uncharted. Get fucked. Seriously, fuck off. It's bullshit. Why does that have to be a compromise? Quality versus quantity trade-off. It's insane. Presumably they plan to hit every line by hand, but a 5-year dev cycle shows they underestimated this task. I mean, how the fuck does that happen? EA, every company that has fucking Call of Duty games, whatever company, Activision, whatever the fuck, announce your games when they're good. When the creators, the directors of the game, who had a vision for the game, can sit down and understand that they're fully realized.